Hi everyone, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Special thanks to all my patrons. My name's Neil, and it's time for the epilogue of Lost. I've just finished watching the finale of Lost, guys. Episode 617, the end, and I'm still just sort of riding that happy, sad euphoria of a show that's ended darn near perfectly. And normally I watch 2 episodes of Lost at a time. And that was my only episode of the day. And sure, it was a long one, but there is one short one that follows it that came out, I believe, with the DVD box set for season 6, and it's the epilogue, The New Man in Charge. Now I assume this is about Hurley being the new Jacob on the island, but often there's multiple meanings to these Lost titles. I think it's only about 10 minutes long, so let's see what it's all about. Let's jump into it. This is The New Man in Charge. Oh. Dharma Logistics. Present day. It's still going.
Those bees labeled?
I don't know, a couple hours.
Hurry it up, man. I already got the rest of the pallet loaded.
I don't know why you're always in such a big hurry, man.
That's why. We're gonna miss our launch window. I don't want to be up half the night loading damn boxes.
Excuse me.
Who are you? How'd you get in here?
My name is Benjamin Linus.
Benjamin Linus.
I'm from the Home Office.
Nobody from the Home Office has ever come out here.
There's a new man in charge. He sent me.
Sent you to do what?
Tie up a few loose ends. Your services are no longer required, gentlemen. Closing this place down, so you're free to go.
But we've been loading the pallets onto the drones for like 20 years now.
What are we supposed to do?
Well, the hatch no longer exists.
This is your severance pay. I'd say you can do pretty much anything you want.
Okay.
So, you work with the Dharma Initiative?
The Dharma Initiative hasn't existed in almost 20 years.
That's not true. We still get a teletype before every drop.
It's automated. Comes from the lamppost station in LA. There hasn't been a person posted there since you two started. That's why the man in charge has me going around closing up shop.
Lamppost station?
I've already said more than I should have. Before you leave, please lock the doors and turn off the lights.
Wait! You can't just walk out of here. We deserve answers!
All right. Before I go, I'll let you each ask a question. But just one.
One fan question.
Where have we been sending these pallets? Where are they dropped?
An island.
How's that possible? The coordinates are different every time.
The island moves.
How does the island...
One question.
You already answered
Your
2.
turn.
We're on Guam. So this island is somewhere in the tropics, right? So explain this. Polar bear business. How is there a polar bear on a tropical island?
Polar bears, actually. Plural.
We're gonna get an
You guys
orientation
have
video.
a DVD player? So we watch it together and then we all leave. Is that a deal?
Yeah.
Deal.
Sorry about the quality. It's a transfer from an old Betamax.
Oh, Hydra orientation. At Station 1.
Hello, I'm Dr. Pierre Chang, and this is the orientation video for Station 1 of the Dharma Initiative, the Hydra. For purposes of security, please do not divulge my name to any outside parties. I will not have to resort to using an alias in the future. The chief purpose of this station is to conduct biological and behavioral research on various animal, bird, and marine subjects.
Oh, the white rabbits.
Here are some of the duties you may be asked to perform. Genetic alteration.
Is that the Hurley bird?
Fascinating hybrids, or hybrids as we call them, will be released and monitored to see how they adapt to the unique properties of the eye. Successful advanced studies in larger mammals. Ursus maritimus, or polar bears, possess a keen sense of memory and adaptability. These traits make them ideal candidates for electromagnetic studies that will be conducted at a secondary site where their comfort in cold temperatures. It's very important when dealing with the bears that you do not show affection or become attached in any way. Also, do not underestimate their intelligence and cunning. These rules must always be followed. I repeat, bears are not your friends. Rewarding the bear with a fish biscuit once it has successfully performed the complex puzzle. After the training is completed, you will tranquilize the bear, affix this tracking device around the subject's neck, at which point it will be transported to the Orchid Station for the next phase of research.
Sending it to Tunisia.
Be sure to confirm that the female bears have not been impregnated before transport, as the electromagnetic levels at the orchid have an extremely harmful effect on early-term gestation.
Yeah.
As you've already learned, we do animal research here at Hydra. Unfortunately, one must consider the most dangerous animal of all, humans. And so, there is another more secluded test site where we are conducting significantly more sensitive work. The island's indigenous population, some of you may have heard them referred to as hostels, are acquired on the main island, sedated, and brought here to room 23.
We're getting all the answers.
Because the subjects are unwilling participants, security personnel should always be present during these sessions. Under no circumstances are you to engage subjects in conversation. The purpose of these interrogations is to better understand the hostel's way of life, their origins, and particularly their worship of an island deity they refer to as Jacob. After the research team has concluded their tests, inject this into the back of the subject's neck and place these goggles over his or her eyes. Hitting this switch will commence the visualization while the drugs take effect. The dreamlike quality of the film, combined with the cutting-edge pharmaceuticals, will create an amnesia of sorts. Any memory of his or her interrogation will be effectively wiped clean. While these derogative measures may seem extreme, rest assured, they are vital to temporary troops at the hostels is not violated. This concludes your orientation of the Hydra Station. Good luck, and remember, do not discuss the nature of these experiments with other members of the initiative. Enjoy your time here on Hydra Island. Namaste.
And good luck.
And good.
I think we're gonna need to see that again.
Sorry, we're out of time.
What did they do to those bears? And what the hell's a hostel?
Goodbye, gentlemen. I have another call to make. Namaste.
Good luck.
Hello, I'm here to see Keith Johnson.
Are you on his visitors list?
No, but I'm sure if you give him this note, he'll want to see me.
You said Keith Johns, right?
Hello, Walt.
Oh. Keith Johnson. Kevin Johnson's
What
son.
are you doing here?
Like my note said, a friend of yours sent me.
I don't have any friends.
We all have friends. Even me.
You here to kidnap me again?
I'm genuinely sorry about that. But what's done is done. I can't change the past. I can only take responsibility for it. Walt, I understand what you've had to go through. I know the difficulties you've had pretending to be someone that you're not. Walt, I'm here to help you.
Why?
Because you're special. And I bet nobody's told you that in a very long time.
What good does that do me?
We need you. You have work to do.
On the island.
Starting with helping your father.
My father's dead.
Doesn't mean you can't help him. Will you go with us, Walt?
Come on, it's okay.
You ride shotgun.
In a Dharma van.
Dude. Hurley. It's great to see you, Walt. I kept hoping one day somebody would come back for me. I thought I was crazy.
You're not crazy, dude. Not even close. You just need to get back to the island, that's all. It's where you belong. It's where you've always belonged.
Why?
I want to talk to you about a job. All right, Ben. Let's get out of here. It's time for us all to go home.
This is the new team. I love it. That was fun. That was just a little bit of fan service. It's like, okay, we know that there's still some unanswered questions. We're going to answer some of them. And boom, there you are. I'm not sure that there was anything there that was like mind-blowing, although we certainly did wonder how the how Swan Station kept getting resupplied, even though the purge happened back in '92 or whenever it happened. And so we get our answers to that, automated from lamppost station in LA. Nobody's been there in 20 years, although we know Eloise ends up there based on she ended up there in the 80s. Oh, do we need to retcon that? I don't know. Anyway, I don't need to think about the logic of this show so much anymore. Now I get to rewatch it and see the stuff that I didn't realize was there before. The layers that are hidden in a show that only reveal themselves upon a rewatch. That's always a really fun exercise. In some shows it's much more than in others, but I know it's going to be a very rich experience here on Lost just because of the type of show it's been. Great to see Walt one last time, and sad that he ended up in the mental institution, but great that Ben and Hurley are going to go rescue him. I love that we got this moment, not in this episode, but in the finale of Hurley and Ben. Hurley saying to Ben, "You were a great number 2," and Ben returning the compliment to Hurley, "You were an amazing number 1." And it feels like there's some like genuine respect and camaraderie and history there that obviously we don't get to explore, but wouldn't that have been a fun spin-off. Although, who are the bad guys? Because everybody else is dead or left the island. Vincent's the only other living thing on the island after Jack dies and the Ajira 6 escape. Anyway, so room 23 was for the hostiles, the others, and they were using it even during the truce by the sounds of it. So things were bound to go wrong. I love that we finally get a video where Pierre Chang actually uses his real name instead of one of his numerous aliases. I love the bonus content that they put out over the years for Lost. Just a little bit extra because it was a show that fostered such strong fanhood amongst its fans. Some shows have a ton of fans, but not necessarily a ton of diehards, and I think Lost is different. It certainly had a large fan base, but it also had a core group of truly diehard fans like myself who've analyzed it and had deep thoughts about it and extended conversations with other Losties trying to decipher all the riddles. And while I appreciate that the show answers some of our questions, I am not upset that it doesn't answer every question. So many questions were raised over the 6 seasons of the show that it would be impossible to wrap them all up, especially in a narrative that would be fun and entertaining. You almost need a Reddit AMA where Lindelof and Hughes just sort of sit down and fans pepper them for a week with specific questions and they do their best to answer them. But here's the ultimate secret. They're not going to have an answer for every question, for every mystery left unanswered. And that's okay. That's okay. Life doesn't give you all the answers, and shows don't necessarily have to do that either. It feels a little too pat and constructed if they do, and they feel much more genuine if they don't. They feel like a little bit more like real life, even if they're as unusual and perplexing a show as Lost was. This was a fun little button. I know there's some other Lost content out there that I may react to. I might not. I don't know. But I will be putting out some of my own content as well. Not reactions, just musings, rankings, thoughts, and ideas. And we'll see where it goes. And I hope you stick around for that. And until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.